Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel of OCD Recovery, where today we're going to talk all about shame attacking exercises, the mechanics of doing them, why they're not necessary forever. You know, if you're not avoiding things in life, you're going to have plenty of opportunities to have difficult conversations with coworkers or children, mom, dad, if you run a business with management. You know, it's not something that you have to do forever, but I'm telling you right now, if you have big fears of rejection, self and other rejection, if you struggle with social anxiety, which is also rejection, and everything else in between, oh my God, what if I sound stupid? What if I can't stop shaking? What if I don't know what to say? What if I stutter over my words? What if I lose control and shout something in a meeting? What if I freeze? All the things around that. What if I get rejected on a date? What if I look stupid on a date? What if they think I'm ugly? What if they don't like the way I look? What if I go to a coffee shop and I hold a line up? All these different things. None of them, you're never going to get to a place to where it doesn't feel blissful. That's the big mistake when it comes to shame attacks. People come in and they say, I'm going to do these shame attacks. Most people don't do them because they are very hard. But if they do them, I'm going to do them so I never feel shame or embarrassment ever again. Wrong. The principles, the foundation of RBT with unconditional self-life other acceptance is this. You're not trying to get rid of your emotions. You're trying to wear and hold those emotions in a healthy balance. You're never going to not feel sadness. You're going to feel sadness in one way, in a healthy way, that can spike up a little bit. There's a reason I always use the metronome. There's nothing here I can use. We'll just use this right here. Imagine this is a metronome and just going. Those are healthy, a little bit anger, a little bit happy or sadness. All of you, your metronome is broken. It's like boom, boom, boom. Hitting all the way up to different sides. So that's where people go wrong, is to where you're never going to have this bliss state. That's never going to happen. You got to get that out of your mind. Before I go any further, please subscribe. Hit that like button down below. Let me know what you think. Phil at OCDrecovery.com. We work all over the world. Our schedules are always filled, but we make time because we have people in all different time zones to get you in, and we work long hours to dedicate to our mission to bring you correct information on OCD and anxiety recovery, also on TMS and the CRPS world, and CFS and the ME world, and everything else in between for people that come in that have lost a loved one, that maybe their spouse has OCD and then their mother died, their spouse, they don't have OCD. We're teaching people how to break down belief systems. We're not particularly telling you what you should or should not do. That's what all the problem with these dating coaches, anxiety coaches, and all these other people that are like, it's either this way or the highway. No, there's a belief system underneath it. We're teaching you how to break down the belief system with philosophies and perspective that are for life and not just for OCD and anxiety recovery. Okay, so if you have those fears, all the ones I mentioned in the beginning of the video, can you recover without doing shame attacks? No, it's not possible. 0% chance. 0. Literally the number less than 1. You know, I love saying that. Or the number above -1. Oh, both sides. It's not possible. Now, when you do a shame attack exercise, you don't have to do something to get yourself in harm's way. Let's say you're afraid of going out, losing control when you're drinking, so you avoid all drinking because you're afraid you're going to yell at someone and get into a fight. One of your shame attack exercises is not to go up to someone and crack them in the nose. That's not what that is, right? That's not what we're saying. But you have to do things to put yourself in healthy, safer, embarrassing situations. Here's some of the examples I give people. You got to wait till it's crowded, go to a coffee shop, walk up when there's a big line, and ask for 19 specific coffee beans, and look at them like this. I need 19 coffee beans exactly. Or, hey, do you know exactly who picked these beans? I have a very weird thing with this. I have to know who picked these beans, right? These might sound silly, but they're really hard for people. And some of them will have to be catered. This is just a blanket advice. I have to get you on the phone to see exactly what your fears are. Some people might not be scared of that, but they're a lot more scared of the social anxiety element with going on dates. So we have to just focus on going on dates. Like maybe I have them go on a date and purposely not dress well. No, what if they're the one? All that stuff. So you're going to have to do things. Now, doing a shame attack exercise every once in a while is never going to be enough. You have to do some rounds, which means 21 days or 30 of every single day. And if you miss one day, you have to restart the whole thing. And when I work with people, I have anywhere between 10, 20, 30, 40 people messaging me every day. I just like them because I tell them I can't respond to everyone because I work with so many people. But I'll like it to know that, you know, I saw it in the accountability. You have to message me. Day 1, I did this. Day 2, I did this. And if you miss a day, you're restarting. I can't make you restart, but you're going to hinder your recovery if you don't. Now, let's say you do a 30-day shame attack exercise. You take 2-3 months off. You do it again in the future. That's usually enough because even though you're taking that time off from doing the dedicated shame attack exercises, as long as you're not avoiding hard conversations, which means decreasing procrastination. If you're putting off going on dates because you're afraid of being rejected, you have to go on more dates. That's the way it's going to work. People are so obsessed with looking for the OCD or not. It's not just we have just right or magical thinking at the severe level. People, and everyone has this. I'm not ready yet. I'm not making enough money. My hair doesn't look good enough. I'm not in enough shape yet. I'm not ready. That's all nonsense and all a waste of time. Go on dates and try what you can, no matter how many times you get rejected over and over and over again. That's what's going to happen. And you're going to get rejected, a lot of you. A lot. I have a lot of people that do this. They go on dates. I have some people I've been working on. They've gone on, like, in the last year, they've gone on 20, 30 dates, and none of them have panned out. That's the way it goes. Just the way it goes. That's just life, unconditional life acceptance. So what are some other ones? Like dating ones are specifically maybe like spilling the water on the table. You can't spill in a restaurant? That's terrible. That's so wrong. Well, that's one of them. Going there with silly clothes on, bright clothes, things you don't wear, not doing your hair, not brushing your teeth and stuff. This is disgusting. You shouldn't do that. You're going on a date with someone. You're acting like it's the end of the world. That's your problem. There's a difference between not liking something and the hatred that comes with it that gives you extreme emotions. The amount of people who have done this have realized that there's a lot of things that will have to go wrong and a lot of judgment that they're going to get as they're going through this entire process. It's going to take time to actually go out there, feel the discussion, to feel people judging them, putting them down, hearing people talk about them. You're never going to get to a place to where you do 21 or 30 days, multiple rounds in a row, to where nothing bothers you ever again. It's not going to be that way. If you take someone like me who has no fears about this whatsoever, saying things, it could be in a courthouse, it could be in a restaurant, people talking about me, putting me down, it's not the end of the world when people do that. Sure, it's uncomfortable, but it's not causing me to avoid. So what you have to do is you have to think about the places that you're most expected to be afraid. In-person, judgment, restaurants, dates, everything like that. Excuse me. And you have to get more comfortable with getting yourself out there and putting yourself in the shoes of, okay, I'm going to take this risk and see what people say about me. That is a critical part. But I'm telling you right now, you will not be able to recover without doing these 21 to 38 rounds, 2, 3, maybe max 4 times in a row. And if you do that, you don't have to really do it anymore. Then you just work on life, bringing down the space between if you have something you have to do, and then the meter starts to grow of like, okay, it's getting worse and worse. I'm not really doing it. I'm putting it in my pocket. I tell people, once there's something you have to do, there's a meter that starts. And as that meter's going this way, your goal is to stop that as soon as you can. That is a critical, it's going to be there for everyone. Sometimes you have to do something you get, told today and you don't have time until tomorrow. But people will be like, oh, you got to do this. I know someone that was in grad school with me that where when they had to present, they would basically make up lies and they were sick and they just didn't present. That is never going to fix the problem over and over and over again. So I hope this helped. Phil at OCDrecovery.com. You have to get yourself out there. You have to do it consistently, 21 to 30 days in a row. If you're working with me, you will message me and let me know what you did. I will like it. We'll work from there. I'm telling you, you're not trying to get to a place to where it never affects you. That's never going to be the goal. I hope you enjoy this. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.